Hello, my name's Nolene Mason and I'm Principal of Malibu School in Western Australia. We're a specialist school for students with disabilities. However, we're a school first and we cater for students learning through the curriculum in the same manner you would in any other school. Teachers apply what they know about each student's level of achievement in the F to 10 curriculum and use the general capabilities and cross-curriculum priorities to plan class and individual programs.
Because there are students of multiple ages within each class, teachers start their planning by looking at age-equivalent content in the relevant learning areas for each student. This illustration of practice demonstrates the school's use of the dimensions of the Australian curriculum in two learning areas, in science and mathematics. A science teacher uses practical, hands-on activities to engage students in the Year 9 science curriculum. And in mathematics, access and participation is assisted by the use of augmentative and alternative communication, AAC.
I'm Robert Kelly, the science teacher at Malibu School. Today I was teaching about energy transfer from the Year 9 Physical Sciences curriculum.
Within this investigation, we use age-appropriate content from the F to 10 sequence. The students also access Year 6 Physical Sciences to explore energy being transferred. The teacher accesses the Year 3 Science Inquiry skills to further extend the students' questioning and prediction skills and the planning and conducting of a scientific investigation. In this lesson, the class is exploring how energy can be transferred in the form of sound waves.
Now, what I want to show you, has anyone ever seen one of these before? No. Okay. All right, it's called a tuning fork. And what you do, you hit it on the end there. You hit it like that and it vibrates. That's vibrating and you'll feel it. And if I put my hand on it, you'll feel it vibrating. All right, they're the sound waves. You feel the vibrations? That's sound. That's it. Put it down and... Okay?
The teacher is able to communicate with a Year 9 student who is working at Level 2 on the literacy continuum. Throughout this unit of work, the students have linked their knowledge of energy to the cross-curriculum priority, sustainability. The students have explored relationships of cause and effect within the world around them.
I want to tell a story about all the different trains have electricity.
They do. Okay, well done.
Being the end of term, the teacher and I will now reflect on the program by using a what's working well and even better if model. We then use this to inform our future planning.
Hi, my name's Jelaine Charlton and I'm a Deputy Principal here at Malibu School.
Teachers at our school use the three-dimensional design of the Australian curriculum to plan their lessons. In this lesson, the teacher focuses on the learning areas and the general capabilities.
So within this illustration there's 10 students who are in their first formal year of schooling, so pre-primary and Year 1. So the students were participating in a mathematics lesson focusing on statistics and probability. The teacher is able to access the foundation curriculum to provide and focus the lesson of who's at school.
Collecting and using data is made relevant to everyday activities, such as school attendance.
Hayden, are you at school today?
Yes or no?
Are you looking at yes? You're right, yes, you're at school today.
The adjustments made according to the students' oral language development to ensure that all the students are able to access the curriculum at the right level and also to allow them to have the engagement and the participation within the lesson. So within this particular illustration, the teacher's using augmentative and alternative communication with the students. So you'd actually see a variety of AAC being used within the lesson. So we had aided language display boards, we had pod books, we even had a student on an eye gaze device as well, so he was able to communicate his answers to the teacher.
Is Ziggy here today?
No.
Well done, Ziggy's not here today, so we need to put a no.
The teacher follows up with another activity using data to predict the chance of rain. Students are supported in their responses with modelled language and images. Will happen, won't happen, or might happen.
Do you think there's going to be a storm today? You tell me which one. Yes or no or maybe.
Go
no. Alice is saying no storms, Edie.
Towards the end of the lesson, after all students had appropriate access to this particular task, the teacher then drew the information and summarised the data that the students collected based on their answers through the use of the pictograph and the students' photographs. Within this illustration, we have some students who are still learning how to communicate. The teacher accesses the general capabilities to guide her planning to support the students in their learning of communication, however, while still accessing the foundation and the Year 1 statistics and probability curriculum. For some students, we assess against the achievement standards. However, for the students who are still learning to communicate, we use the literacy continuum.
At Malibu, the staff exemplify the educational goals for young Australians and are supporting their students to become confident, successful learners. ACARA wishes to thank the Malibu school community, staff and students for their contribution to this illustration of practice.